Hey, it's me, Bob Day 3, and welcome back to the show. Here's today's cards. Trying to maintain my rivalry in matches. Got a hardcore match right there. Most of the promos is just trying to make some money. I decided to make that a non-title match because reasons, and Ken Kennedy versus Jim Neidhart, because like a few weeks ago, Ken Kennedy, while he was world champion, was challenging for the U.S. title, but that match ended in disqualification. Alright, you see, okay, Vito won, and Jim Neidhart retained, so America loses again. But anyways, this is a good chance to show off the tables match. Let's see. And well, while this is happening, first I get a drink of water, and then I tell you. Okay, let's just watch the entrance beforehand. Man, I gotta lower my speakers down a bit. Yeah, both Psychosis and Super Crazy come out in the lawnmower, and they're a tag team. And most tag teams usually come out together, but these two got separate interests, so even if you pair them up in a tag team, you're going to be hearing the same song and seeing the same entrance two times. Granted, when I did that, I was playing the PlayStation 2 version. I haven't tried that out in the 360, this version versus the Xbox 360, but I'm assuming it's also the same. And next you get the undefeated Mark Henry. Where Psychosis put up an upset. Well, anyways, putting your wrestler in hardcore matches, or match stipulations like cage matches or TLC, is going to boost the popularity up even more. And even if you lose the match, or the superstar loses the match, he'll either regain popularity or maybe even gain some popularity, depending on that superstar's current win streak. Like if you got like a nice little win streak and competed and loses in a hardcore match, there's a pretty decent chance that his popularity will boost despite the loss. But anyways, this is a tables match. Main objective is put your opponent through the table, no DQ and all that. And well, the tables are outside, but the trick is to get your opponent into the red first, like anybody would do. And then, once you get that opponent in the red, then you can start attempting to put them in the table. You can also use the table as a weapon, of course, to make things better. It's always going for the world's strongest son. And you heard a moment ago that the fans had the chanting table, so this game does capture the smockiness of the crowd in this part. Granted, we haven't picked up a table yet, but it's only been like a minute into this match. But now we get into tables. Oh, let me take care of this first. Oh, I didn't know he does the Ric Flair bunt there. Usually this is running face first into the turnbuckles when you do a strong Irish whip. Now, depending on the wrestler you use, the way to put through somebody in the table can vary, be different. Like if you're playing as John Cena, of course he does the attitude adjustment on the table. Well, it usually does like a power bomb. Right here, I'm doing, jumping off the top rope. Ooh, and he misses. Of course, in this game, you got to put your opponent through the table, so the match still continues. Although that would be a WWE way to end the match, you know, in a way to make your uh, monster heel look, still look strong, even though it makes him more stupid. Okay, now let's try this again. And once you break one table, another table appears. Most of the time inside the ring itself. Alright, it's a counter. Okay, Psychosis is a cruiserweight, so most of his attack is going to bounce off Mark Henry. Like, so if he was a heavyweight, then that would have knocked down Mark Henry. Mark Henry being the dominant world champion, undefeated. He's going up to the top rope, and this time he connected. And that's your table match. It's, if you're playing GMO the first time, it's probably one of the great matches, budget-wise, because it's like, I think, $4,000 a match for a tables match, compared to the hardcore match, which is $19,000. So you do save pretty good money and boost ratings and popularity. So I recommend table matches if you want to keep a small budget but perform a good show. And of course, boost your wrestler popularity. And that's it for this week. Okay, I think they had a pay-per-view. Ooh, 125. That's not too bad. Usually they average like about like 300,000 or even 600,000, depending on which superstar they have. So, that's not a bad hit, especially when I just began my story rivalries. Checking out the popularity. Oh, Mark Henry's in 80. Matt Hardy reduced to 60. Shelton Benjamin's. Right now, having like Chris Master and Viscera on a little winning streak, so they can make their up in the rankings and compete against the world champion. But who will face Mark Henry at the Great American Bash? Okay, since I'm still running a bit low on money, well, I'm doing not too bad so far, but I still got to resign people's contract, extend it a bit. So I'm doing, one advertising and one interview to boost the match popularity. Just check out the opponent's pay-per-view. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the only time they don't do the WWE title match for some reason, like even when you're playing normal E and got all the good wrestlers on the roster. Most of the time they would leave out the WWE Championship belt. And even when they do add it on there, sometimes that would be like in the middle of the card while they put like the IC title or the US title as the main event. Even sometimes the women's title. It's like, anyways, now we're creating the card for the next show. Trying to figure out my little main event here. Trying to look to see what I have. I'm hoping that number one contender in the patriotism lasts until SummerSlam. The other two, I'm expecting to hit thumbs down, after Great American Bash. Yeah, trying to figure out what match I should make. So you're gonna put Jim Neidhart in? No, okay. Then it's all based on rivalries and popularity, mostly popularity. The idea for a good show to defeat your opponents in ratings is to have your match ratings from lowest to highest. So, like, let's say if your highest rated match is like match 3 or 4, and your main event match is, is below that, chances are that the show ratings is not going to reflect that. It's going to end up being worse than, say, you have that highest rating match at the main event and put that other match in the mid card. So it is important to have a great main event. So you either have to put your most popular wrestler up there, or if you're going to use like your mid cards, your popularity guys, at least put them in a match stipulation that would boost ratings. Like people like in the 60s or 70s, most likely. Right, at least in this one. Like I think it can have like two people in the high 70s, main event, like a title match with a match stipulation like a steel cage, and have at least as much rating as your two highest popularity wrestlers. So I decided it's going to be Chris Master versus Viscera at the mid card. So I didn't really pay attention. I forgot what I made the main event. This is all pre-recorded, but I think it was the legendary match with Gregory Helms and Bam Bam Bigelow. So let's see, Boogeyman, Matt Hardy, and Mark Henry. We're team up there. Of course, usually your handicap matches and triple threat and fatal fours will cost $1,000 extra. Not too bad, but again, gotta watch that budget. But we're getting the 150,000 back guaranteed, so it's okay. You see Real Legal and Jim Neidhart. Yeah, Jim Neidhart is my highest rating guy, and he's the U.S. Champion. While the world champion is just broke 80. So yeah, it's Chavo Guerrero and Paul Burchill versus Gregory Helms and Bam Bam Bigelow as the main event. Okay, so yep, Regal won. Good. Usually the two defeat the one in handicap match. I probably would have at least one match where where the person with the disadvantage will defeat the 2 or 3 other people he's fighting against. Not sure when, but I want to at least do that once. Right, so on to our. Let's see.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. You know what cool is? Accompanied by Jim Neidhart. On the way to the ring, from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds, Carlito.
Even though Carlito's not part of rivalry, I still have him competing against Shelton and King Kennedy. More so that I have somebody to do the job a bit more often. And to keep things more interesting, you can only use like 4 people at a time, 2 at the minimum. And you need, at least one face and heel. No, you can't fight with me. Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier ago, like way earlier in this video, I finally got a copyright from WWE for one of my videos. And of course it's the music, but I'll play, like Shelton Benjamin music, that goes fine. And all the one that seems more like copyrighted, like Mark Henry's theme is the 3-6 Mafia. But the one that got copyright strike, surprisingly, is Chris Masters' theme. And the very specific point is whenever he does the pose with the pyro, that's when they strike. So I'm probably going to be skipping Chris Masters' entrance for the rest of this playthrough. Maybe except for one exception, depending if I pull the trigger on that. I mean, getting a copyright claim is not a big deal for me. This is just a hobby. I'm not really making money off this video, so I mean, as long as you can still see the video, it's fine. But I still try to avoid that whenever. I believe this is like the second time that Shelton Benjamin and Carlito face each other. At least from what I show off, it's probably like 4 or 5 times in actuality, like in single matches. Of course, that's not counting tag team matches and other stuff. Ooh, man, they're pretty good at counting that. Like when I'm not recording, I usually hit that pretty well. But of course, when you're recording, they start, countering all your move, countering all your move. Sorry about that. That's why I keep water with me all this time. But anyways, Shelton's fighting for America. He's trying to get his vengeance by, defeating Carlito and not the actual guy outside the ring who, is stealing all these victories. I mean, I didn't show off the King Kennedy versus Jim Neidhart match, but I'm pretty sure shenanigans were at play. At least that's my assumption. Or that's the way I'm writing it in my head. But it's time for America to win one back. Real Amigo defeated the Big Show, earlier on. So, and Jim Neidhart was with him, so he's got a win from that, so taking a loss here wouldn't be too bad. And that's the match. Really try to build up Shelton Benjamin to be the next top guy. I mean, King Kennedy is alright, but I consider Shelton more of a boy, especially during the time where he had his own mom as his manager. So yeah, I'm probably most likely going to be skipping these entrances more often. Like I'll probably keep some of them, if I want to show off something. But anyway, Monday Night Raw won that battle. Let's see, we were in Boston last week, and this week is going to be. Sorry, my phone just popped up. But this week it's going to be St. Thomas of in the Virgin Islands versus Paul Burchill's hometown. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this little video here. Let's see, checking out the popularity. Shelton's at 75, so close to 80. Oh, Fisher at 69, nice. Gotta make that to them though. But anyways, this is me, Bob33, and well, there's still a bit more footage. Just want to show off more of that stuff. But this is me, Bob33, and I catch you guys later.